children killed in Paulding County Friday night, and their own mother is now charged with murder. Tracy McPeer talked to neighbors who were there when it happened.
Throughout the day, neighbors have stopped by to create this memorial for the 3 children who were killed, telling us they can't believe such a tragedy happened here.
This body's a fire, and people lost their lives.
Edward Springer lives across the street from this house on Woodwind Drive in Rockmart, where the blaze broke out Friday night.
Everybody was out here. Everybody was out here. They did everything they could do. They did their best.
The sheriff's office says they got a call around 9:20 that a woman was trying to stab people inside this house while the house was on fire. They tell us 7 children lived here and 2 children died in the house. A 3rd child died later at the hospital. Neighbors also tell us some of the children jumped out of this window to escape. Police then arrested the mother, 40-year-old Darlene Brister, on the scene, and so far she is charged with at least 2 counts of malice murder. Springer says the family lived here for years with no problems.
They stayed to themselves. The kids come outside and play. They were very, very respectful. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Brister is being held without bond and should go before a judge on Monday. And the Paulding County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with any information on this to call them. In Rockmart, Tracy A. McPeer, 11 Alive News.
That's a damn shame.
That shit don't make no sense.
That was a horror movie for them kids because the people on the outside didn't know she was in there slicing and dicing at the same time. She done messed them kids up. She done messed them kids up.
She didn't want them kids. It had to be something. Or that bitch was just crazy. She didn't want them kids. She was depressed, or she was just over. She looked like she was over everything. That's what she looked like.
Well, what was wrong with going to a church or the police department and saying, I'm overwhelmed, I'm tired, I'm done, I don't, Lord forgive me, but these kids gotta go. And that's it.
I get that, but see, some places, you know, you can drop off a kid, that's if they're like under like 1 or 18 months. You can drop them off when they're that age, but when them kids is like up in age, you can't drop them off anywhere. You can't do nothing about that because they only take small kids.
Well, she could have left them with a neighbor.
I don't even know how old the kids were.
But either way it go, them kids did not have to suffer like that. They didn't have to be killed, and the ones that's living did not have to. Every time they go to sleep, they're gonna think about that bitch.
They're traumatized for life.
That is horrible. I bet you one thing. When that bitch was getting in that car, I would have hit that bitch with this belt for dramatizing them kids like that. I'm telling you, people act like they can't get their ass whooped. See, that's what's going on. Yeah. When I was young, I got my ass whooped for a reason, because I did something wrong. Not because out of proportion. I got my ass whooped because I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I got my ass whooped at school with a paddle because I did something wrong. Yep. Nowadays, people whoop your ass and you ain't did shit. But not around me.
Over chicken.
Not around me. You ain't gonna get whooped because of nothing. Not around me. Because I'm not gonna tolerate that shit. Them kids is dramatized for life. Mm-hmm. They can't even watch a movie.
And their own mama. Their own mama.
Didn't nobody tell her to lay on her back like that either so many times. Well, how many kids? 7?
It was at least no. Mm-hmm.
Nah, didn't nobody tell her to lay on her back with... I bet you they all got different daddies. We know that. We pretty sure of that. They all got different daddies. But didn't nobody tell her to lay on her back like that. Like, a lot of people that went to school and college, they don't have common sense. They don't. They just as dumb as a fucking box of fucking rocks.
Yep.
And she should have been woman enough to know that if her mother act like that or her father, I'm not going to act like that. You have a choice. You just don't keep going along with some fucked up situation and expect it to turn out motherfucking nice like a motherfucking pie coming out of the oven. It's not going to happen unless you change that scenario about yourself. I'm telling y'all the truth and y'all know it.
Yep.
Because that's one thing about my channel. I don't have to lie about nothing. And I feel like that why should I lie? You tell one lie, you got to tell two to cover up the first one. Then you got to cover up another lie to cover up number two. I can't remember all that damn shit. I go to sleep at night.
Mm-hmm. And I sleep peacefully.
So I don't have time to be telling lies about a whole bunch of bullshit. I tell it like a T.I. is. And that's just how I roll that way. It's just simple. That's how I raise my kids like that. Don't act like that. Don't tell lies because you got to do too much.
You got to back up that lie after a lie.
But them kids did not deserve that. And I'm sorry for them.
Yeah, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for
I'm
that.
sorry that they even have. As a grown woman, I ain't even have to endure that shit. Can you imagine me dealing with that shit? I would have took this belt and hit that bitch across her motherfucking back or her motherfucking leg or something. Cross her ass, and I was a bitch. You better stop that shit, running. And then don't let her swing that knife. I would have unbuckled this belt, and now I would have been like motherfucking Charles Bronson Lee. I would have been swinging that motherfucker, telling them kids, get out of here. Because I would have took that bitch down. See, I wait for a challenge like that.
Who the hell is Drew Jackson Lee?
Ooh, I don't know. Go ahead and speak, daughter.
I mean, the only thing I have to say is there's no excuse. His fat ass sitting over there on the porch. He definitely could have did something. I'm pretty sure them kids was in there hollering and screaming. And he just sitting there talking about, I don't know. You could have did something.
Well, he act like,
They
because you
all
know
coulda
why?
did something.
Because you know why? For motherfuckers to sit like that on the porch, and I bet you from 1 to 10, he messed with her, or he got some meals out of her. He got some, maybe a blow job or two. It's something for him to sit there that fucking chill.
He was too damn chill on that fucking porch.
Yeah, he was too chill. So he knows something. And he knew what was going on. And it was horrible in that house. It was hell in that house. The devil was walking around in that motherfucker with high heel shoes on, and he know it.
He knew it. He knew something was going on.
I ought to hit him across his motherfucking stomach. For sitting there lying on the news where the United States can see your ass.
Stupid.
And I hope you see this video, because I know you're lying.
Yeah.
Let them kids rest in peace, Father, and I hope them
peace,
kids
yes, Lord.
come along and everything and be better people in their life instead of have to deal with ugly people, and that was their own mother.
I just hate that. I just hate it.
Their own mother.
I couldn't let nothing happen to my son. That's for sure. Just like I know this one right here. She's protective over her kids. I just don't understand where they get to that point where they just want to hit their kids and murder their kids. Like, I think I'm gonna do a documentary and go and see why you wanted to. Have you heard about that one documentary? About that woman killing? She said a devil inside my head told me to kill him.
No, you wanted to do that shit, bitch. You wanted to do it.
Bitch, ain't no devil tell you that, bitch.
You just wanted to fucking do that shit, bitch.
Ain't no devil tell you that. You wanted to kill your kids. And that's, I get so pissed off when people hurting their kids because kids are innocent. Kids are innocent. I barely whip my kid, and that's if he like break a TV or
Shit, when he broke my TV, I couldn't whoop him. He was number 2.
I whooped him.
He was 2 years old. What could you do?
She barely. She's the grandma.
It was a nice TV too. It was a 65-inch TV.
You got a bigger TV now.
Well,
Her
listen,
TV.
that's why that TV's been protected at all
her
times.
TV is almost 100 inches. That
Not
thing
this one though. Not
That
this
thing is big. Not this one, but the one downstairs is almost 100. Like that motherfucker is big. But
And
anyway,
I dare you to touch that TV.
I don't. I barely whip him.
You getting it? I'm gonna light your ass up. You gonna have so many bruises on your ass for touching my TV downstairs. You gonna wish that you should have been shot. What I got in my apartment, I work for.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna let nobody come here and take my shit without a fight.
Exactly.
Well, that's my thoughts and everything. Daughter,
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah, my thoughts is that she should have just never touched them kids, and if she didn't want them, family members are always available. I'm pretty sure they were. But
Yeah.
that bitch was just crazy, and there's no telling if that bitch was on drugs. For sure. She could have been on drugs.
Well, y'all already know. This is your girl, That's It Queen. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And definitely subscribe. And I appreciate all my new subscribers as well. But you get it straight from over here. There's no sugarcoating what's the truth. Because if you hide up under the rock, you will never, never be bold enough to walk out on your own and see what your adventure is like.
Yeah.
You don't know what God has got set in plans for you. If you're a good person, don't be scared. Just make sure that you just stay safe. And this is your girl, That's It Queen.